Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. This is Angus. In today's webinar, I'm going to share the features and hands-ons of Weintek WinCloud version 1.0. So let's move on. Before we start today's webinar, you might have heard about the value of WinCloud at last year's conference. When an end user met a machine problem, which was like fire on the tail, end user can see only errors, but they didn't know what to do to solve the problem. At the moment, your support is like a lighthouse to them to provide your instant service in an urgency, guiding them in a direction to solve the problem. You can be like air support no matter when and no matter where you are located. You just take on the panel or any device that connects to the internet. You can handle all the situation and problems in your hand with easy and smooth remote support. All of them are on the WinCloud platform. So WinCloud is a cloud platform to solve the problem in urgency for our client. At this stage, the user interface is really crucial for those who need to handle the entire information to solve the problem. We'll talk about user-friendly and easy-to-use interfaces in WinCloud. In version 1.0, we are introducing several exciting new features. Firstly, we designed a user management system called Domain Directory. This system allows for easy deployment for resource and enables users to view this resource at a glance. Secondly, WebConnect. WebConnect eliminates the need to connect to the HMI through easy access. You can now directly view the HMI on the web browser, regardless of your location. For project design, WinCloud has added several enhancements, including quick mode, alarm, more widgets, and other improvements. We will discuss this in more detail later. Additionally, we are introducing a new licensing policy for easy access and top-up cards. Upon activation, we provide 20 free tags for use on the WinCloud platform and restore 5 GB data stream each month on the top-up card. All right, let's get started by talking about the domain directory. This is a new user interface change introduced in version 1.0. So, what is the domain directory? The domain directory is a new device management interface for easy access and dashboard. We've introduced a new tab called Directory, which organizes folders and devices in one entry. This feature is based on the folder-based permissions, making it easier to manage and control access. Why do we need a domain directory? Let's compare to the new user interface to the older one. In the older UI, device management was located at the bottom of the page, and the device list was duplicated, showing the same resource multiple times. Imagine a situation where you are on a business trip with only a laptop that has a small screen. Suddenly, a customer urgently needs support. What steps would you take on the WinCloud platform? First, you need to check where the devices are. and understand the problem they are facing. With the OUI, finding specific resource was challenging. You will have to scroll down the page to access the device list, only to find the same resource repeatedly displayed. This made it difficult to locate the specific device you needed. To provide a more user-friendly and efficient interface, we developed the directory for the user management system. This new feature allows users to find their resource easily at a glance, streamlining the process and improving overall usability. In version 1.0, we have moved resources related to device management to the top of the page. The directory tab is now the default page you see after login. We combine HMIs and groups in the domain view. This hierarchical list makes it easier for users to understand and locate their specific resource. Device management is on the top left of the page, including directory, device, users, and audit. Directory is for organizing your device and permissions. Device tab is a table for all devices. User tab is for managing your users. Audit is the log of operational event. Some functions have been relocated within these tables, regardless of the operation related to user management. It can now be done in the directory tab. In the permission views, we originally had user to HMI and user to HMI group relationship. In the new version, we can create a new relationship between user and the folder. In the older version, one HMI could belong to multiple groups, making it difficult to determine how many users have permission for a specific HMI. With the user to folder relationship, you can now easily check how many users have permissions for a specific folder or HMI. And there are 4 different types of roles in your domain: domain administrator, domain superuser, subdomain superuser, and user. The domain administrator and domain superuser roles have the authority to manage user permissions across the entire domain. On the other hand, users are limited to actions permitted by their role. Additionally, a new role has been introduced, the subdomain superuser. This role is tailored for managing device and permissions within specific folders or subdomains, providing focused control and oversight. The subdomain superuser can be likened to a departmental leader within our domain. This role holds authority to add or remove users and HMIs within the designated subdomain. Additionally, the subdomain superuser has the capability to create subdepartments or sections within the subdomain, enabling efficient organization and management of resources. In summary, the subdomain superuser plays a pivotal role in overseeing and administering the specified directory, ensuring effective user management and subdomain structuring. Now, Introducing a new feature, WebConnect. WebConnect is a service built on easy access technology that revolutionizes accessibility without the need for additional mobile phone or laptop applications. WebConnect simplifies access to HMIs through a convenient HTTP-based service. This means you can securely connect to HMIs directly from your mobile phone or laptop browser, eliminating the need for complex installations. With WebConnect, users enjoy streamlined and hassle-free connectivity to domain resource, enabling efficient monitoring and management of HMIs remotely, including Easy Web, WebView, WebVNC to check device information and its status. The other feature on WebConnect is that when you build connection by WebConnect, it also has capability to access web-based service under the HMI via pass-through. Notice that only support web-based services. For instance, if your PLC hosts a web server, you can connect to the web server on PLC via WebConnect. But if your PLC doesn't have a web server and you would like to download the project into the PLC, you need to use easy access. We are moving on dashboard in the new version. We develop quick mode, alarm, more widget, and more improvement on dashboard. Quick mode is for the cycle time of text uploading data to WinCloud. Previously, the fastest publish cycle was 5 seconds. If you select quick mode, text can be published within 1 second a cycle. You might wonder, does it mean we have to pay more bill for quick mode? In fact, we also consider this question, so we optimize quick mode. If no one is looking at the tag, no data is sent, but at least publish 1 minute, 1 minute a time for history-enabled tags. Therefore, quick mode, it only occurs when someone is looking at a tag with quick mode. So it doesn't carry a lot of data except when you are looking at it continuously. To use quick mode, you can simply select quick mode in interval option. The next feature is alarm. Basically, alarm in WinCloud is typically similar to the event in EB Pro. Both functionalities alert people to pay attention to corresponding device or components if data is detected as abnormal values. To activate the alarm feature, we have to set up an alarm rule in advance. We need to assign tag and trigger condition, alarm name, and alarm messages, and etc. After setting up the alarm rule, we can show the alarm on the dashboard by a new widget. It's called Alarm Display. In this widget, we are able to select which HMI alarm and which messages should be shown. Other widgets have been added into new dashboards, such as wall lamp, button, and option list. If we would like to show different states over than 2 states, we can use word length for it. For the button widget, you can assign several actions on the button and also set trigger method. And an option list widget is a mapping list between text and value. Other improvement on dashboard are that we improve dashboard project within publishing, loading, and monitoring speed. It takes less time to load and respond. With version 1.0, we also offer the new policies for top-up card and easy access license. On the top-up card, we provide better bandwidth to top-up card customers. Previously, a top-up card contains 5 GB bandwidth in a year. Now, the new license provides 5 GB per month in a year, which means you can run 5 GB bandwidth each month. If your top-up card isn't expired, it will automatically restore 5 GB into your domain until it's expired. Another change for top-up card, it can be assigned to a HMI or a folder. We know that bandwidth consumption is an average on each HMI, so allowing top-up card binding on the specific folder or HMI is for the customer with high bandwidth consumption. Later, customer has flexible usage on top-up card. The other policy is for an easy access license. In order to let more people to try our dashboard feature, if you activate easy access license, we provide 20 free tags for the dashboard, which are real-time tags. Therefore, it doesn't have history function to record the value, but you can design the dashboard project without history function. Now wrap up for the new features. First, you can deploy new device management system with domain directory. The second, WebConnect. It's based on easy access to connect your HMI without any installation. The third, new widgets and functions on the dashboard, including button, a long display, word length, and option list. Finally, the license for top-up card, which provide better bandwidth, 5 GB a month in a year, and easy access license has 20 free tags with dashboard features. It's all about fresh features in WinCloud version 1.0. So let's start with our hands-on session. We might not have enough time to demonstrate all the features. We will focus on how to deploy the domain directory in your domain. Additionally, I will cover how to configure other features as time allows. So with our hands-on, there is a scenarios for hands-on. So scenario is one factory using our WinCloud platform for their user management system and get NES data. And how do they deploy their resource in their factory? So in this scenario, in the factory, has a total 10 HMIs and 12 personnel in their factory. Among the 3 personnel, one is domain administrator, one is secretary, and the other one is a finance manager. There are 3 production departments, each with 3 HMIs and 3 personnel. 1 personnel in each department serve as a subdomain super user, while the other 2 have dashboard and WebConnect permissions. 1 HMI serves as the company's bulletin board, managed by the secretary. The finance manager can view all HMIs except the bulletin board, but cannot perform other operations. Each department subdomain super user creates a production line dashboard project for monitoring and shares it with department member. So initially, the resource of the pack factory with 1 folder. The folder is the root folders name factory, and they have 12 personnel and 10 HMIs. And then finally, we have to deploy our resource into this graph. One is domain administrator, and they have finance manager. He can monitor the department and get the value. And one is the secretary, who can only see the bulletin board HMI, and which is each folders symbolize one department. So each department have 3 members. One is the leader and have 3 HMIs. So let's get into the WinCloud platform. So at first, I log in as the administrator. And this is our new UI for WinCloud version 1.0. And you can see the top left, the default page is directory. And I have created 10 HMIs in my domain. So it symbolizes 10 HMIs in the factory. And I also have create 12 personnel. It symbolizes the member in the factory. Okay, so if you have to, if you would like to add a HMI, you can click this plus icon, and by the easy access or desktop card, you can add the HMI into your domain. And the first step, we have to build 3 departments in the factory. So on the root folder, right click to add folder. Department A. Create 3 folders. And then department C. So each folder symbolize each department. And then we have to put member in the department. So the first department A and click members. Then you have the button for move member here, and select department A member. Select department A. Each department has 3 members. So do the same thing on the department B and department C. B member, department B member, B member, and departments, and move department C member into the folder. Okay, and we put member in the folder, and then we have to put HMI in the folder. So you can right-click HMI and click Move to department A and department B and department C. So it's already done. Department B, department. So each department has 3 HMIs. Oh, if I move HMI to wrong folders, I also can move to move to the department C. Yeah, use the same step. All right. So each department has 3 HMIs and the 3 members. And now we have to set permissions on the leader, on the department leader. So each department have a leader. So we can set to click permission information and click add permission on the department leader. And these leaders, who is a subdomain super user. So he has the authority to add or remove a member in department A. And then on department B also has a subdomain super user to the leader. And on the department C, it also has a leader, okay, as a subdomain super user. All right, so we have completed the department A, B, and C folders, and then we have to set permissions on secretary and finance manager. For the secretary permissions, secretary he can only view the bulletin board, but he doesn't have permission to manage member. So the secretary is the user on the bulletin board. So you can click bulletin board and click permission and add permission to secretary. I rejoin it. Add permission to secretary, and he's only the authority to view the dashboard and data. Okay. So secretary is also done. And then the other role, the last role is finance manager. Finance manager, he can he have the authority to view the data among the department A, B, and C. So we click department A and set the permission for finance manager. He can only have a basic authority, basic permission in the department A, because he doesn't have the authority to manage member in department A. All right. The same permission is on department B and C. So let's do the same thing on department A and B, department B and C. All right. So it's done. It's done our resource deployment. So, and the next, we can log in with secretary and finance manager and department leader to check its status. All right, so now I'm logged out. And first, we can check department A leader. Department A leader. All right, so I log in as the department A leader. So he is subdomain super users in department A. So he can only see the information in department A. In department A, it has three HMIs, and three members, including the leader. And because he has permissions to manage department A, so he can also create subfolders under the department A. So he can add a folder under the department A. So new divisions, and it's a subsection in the department A, and he can also put the member in the new division in the new folder. So he can manage his department. So he can also put the member into the subfolder, and also can set permissions, set permission on the subfolder. Okay, and if you would like to delete the subfolder, you can right-click. You can click delete folder. Oh, if if there has a member in the folder, the folder can be deleted. So you have to move the member outside the folder. Okay, so I delete the folder. All right. So I can, and Department A, he also have authority to design the project. And so the project tab is displayed on the list. All right, so it's a permission, it's the authority of the subdomain super users in Department A leader. So we log out, logging as another users. This time we use secretary. All right. In the secretary permissions, we only give him a basic permissions. So he can only watch the data on bulletin board. So he can only see the HMI under the root folder and see the data source on the bulletin board. But if I would like to set permission as a secretary, the list will tell you you don't have permission to access. So he doesn't have the authority to manage the folder and HMI. And then I can only I log out and log in with the finance manager. Login with a finance manager. So as a finance manager, he also doesn't have the permission to manage member on each department, but he has authority to view the data including all department. So he can view the all HMI on each department, and you can expand all device. You can expand all folders and collapse all folders. So he doesn't have permission to manage member or manage HMI, but he can see the data. He can see the data. All right, and the next feature. So this is our directory features in the WinCloud version 1.0. And now I log in with the administrator. All right, as the administrator, we can see we can use all features in WinCloud. And the new tab is directory. I have demonstrated, and the device In the device tab, it can show you can add HMI in device tab, and device tab will show all devices in your domain. And the user. If I would like to create users, I have to click users and add users, and type in your username, password, and email, and then after that you have to activate. A user has been activated, and the other feature is audit. Audit is for the log of operational event. So in the original version, when you click audit, it doesn't show any information or any log. But in the version 1.0, when you click audit, it will be displayed the log of your operation within 1 hour. So you can see I just take some operation on the administrator. All right, and then data source. We can add after we add HMI into our domain, we can add data source. We can add tag in the data source tab. And then the alarm feature. Alarm feature is that I have to add alarm rule in advance. In the alarm rule, I have to select tag. The tag is okay. I have select tag and select condition. It may be over than 5, and alarm name and severity maybe high, and I can choose category. Category. This. Okay, and I can enable, disable, and put a message, and type in the message, and you can see the alarm rule on the table. But I have built all along in the bulletin board. So you can see the bulletin board has a alarm condition. And then we can see the alarm history in the alarm history. Select time. I can select folder. A to 5. No data. It doesn't matter. And let's see on the project. Our new widget is button, and we add an action list on the button, and when you click the button, and you can do some action like set constants or increase by value, decrease by value, or change page on the button. And option list is for the mapping list between the text and the value. So option list, you can set a data source, then item. In the item setting, you can set a mapping list on the option list. And the other widget is along. Along in the along display widget, it can show many information, many columns in the along display. So you can select in the column, and this is all columns for your selection. All right. So you can preview to test its performance. Okay. So back to edit. Back to dashboard. All right. And another feature is the WebConnect. If you use WebConnect, you can just click start. Just start on the WebConnect and click start one more time. And it will show the status of WebConnect on for the device. And when you build a connection, it's connecting, and yeah, it's successful building connection. And after that, you can select service, Easy Web, WebView, or WebVNC. Now let's check WebView. Okay. So it will show the HMI project on the web browser. All right. So, and then the top-up card. I have said the feature is for top-up card, which can binding the folder or an HMI in your domain. So when you click at top-up card, you can assign. If you assign to domain, it means the top-up card is binding your domain, and it can also assign to your folder for department A, or department B, or department C. Or you can binding with HMI, a single HMI, for the high consumption HMI. Okay. So I have another features about the WebConnect. In the WebConnect, we can also do the pass-through functions in the WebConnect to access the web server under the HMIs. So you can do it in directory and select bulletin board and informations. You have a tab for WebConnect and click edit. and you can click web service and type in the IP address of the pass-through IP address. And then when you have setting up, you just save, and then you can type in the IP address of the web server, like easy access pass-through function. All right. So thank you for joining us today. Yeah, now it's our features. It's our features in WinCloud version 1.0. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.